June 23rd, 2019. It's a Sunday. Yamagami's Garden Center. And that right there is the moment where the seed of an idea can flourish into something bigger than what was previously imagined. So the idea was to set up a garden with my daughter and teach her the value of working hard, building something from scratch. But when putting together an explanation of my past experiences and where I'm coming from, I realized this gardening metaphor was actually appropriate for explaining how I arrived at where I am now. I started off like many others my age, lined up in queue to become an engineer or a doctor. But that's when I encountered the first seed that changed my life. Seed 1, pursue your passion. While I had always participated in music, it never crossed my mind that it could be something I pursued as a career. That's when I decided to take the plunge and follow my passion. I went to school, studied music, I worked, I studied more music, and then... Next thing you know, I've discovered a love for teaching, and I'm out there teaching music to others. So I start teaching. A lot. You know when they say, do something you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life? That's not entirely true. You're still working your tail off, but you just tend to keep going when most others would have already stopped, because you love it so much. I spent the next 5 years teaching everywhere and anywhere, refining my craft and seeing the power of creating change in others. I proposed, moved to Los Angeles, and this was a time of reinvention, an injection of learning new skills, rebuilding a network, and ultimately landing a dream job where I would teach, as well as teach other aspiring teachers how to teach. This is where I learned about the next seed. Seed 2, turn your dreams into a reality. We built a program from the ground up, starting with 35 kids to finally 150 students and 20 plus teachers. We'd like to introduce you to the Jumpstart Young Musicians Program. It was during this time I learned how to build teams, create infrastructure, empower others, and most importantly, the priceless experience that comes from serving a community. It was also during this time that we had our daughter, and I realized I needed to figure out a way to scale my time. I wrote a book. This page is probably the most powerful. I turned my audio and video skills to social media. I learned how to connect with the online community. Meeting time. 2018.
2018, gotta be big.
All right. Bye, Carl.
See ya.
To creating and sharing video courses of my own, based on questions and feedback I received from the community. What I learned here was I had figured out how to take big ideas, break them into small pieces, and then consistently work towards reaching them over time. It was just a matter of dreaming bigger. So I joined a startup. Day 2 in Shanghai. As creative director of an early childhood education company, I helped create the vision and aesthetic for the company brand. A lot of the time is spent coordinating the work of creatives across multiple disciplines, designers who inject our teaching and learning methodologies into our product design, writers and illustrators to bring our original characters and stories to life, translators and teachers to pilot test our materials and provide user feedback. Also, our combined efforts and ideas allow me to serve the creative and product design team as the primary liaison with our in-house software team, where we jointly prioritize and create action plans for our short-term and long-term design and growth goals. In December of 2019, we successfully launched both iOS and Android apps for mobile and tablet use in the Chinese app stores. And in 2020, continued to bring our passion for learning as a lifelong and enjoyable experience to be shared between children, parents, and teachers as we continue to grow our B2B and B2C markets in China. At the end of 2020, I turned my full attention to launching a new startup called Ensemble Block, a media and technology company centered around supporting teachers and students in the arts. We partner with teachers to reimagine how we approach teaching and learning, and help them create beautiful teaching videos handling all aspects of production and project management, which we can then make available through custom video learning portals for institutions and school districts. I now combine everything I've learned over the past 2 years in a startup with my previous 20 plus as a musician and teacher. Ensemble Block is the culmination of things I'd wished for in the past and hope to create for the future. But the beauty of the process lies within the next seed. Seed 3, thrive in the unknown. One of my favorite questions to ask people in my podcast is how often do they feel like they know exactly what they're doing? Or how often are they just having to figure it out? What I learned was many high-performing individuals that seem to know exactly what they're doing are actually spending the majority of their time making it up. They're actually relying on their past experiences and their gut reaction to solve the problem at hand, giving them the highest likelihood of success. Realizing this was a license to thrive in the unknown, not feeling like you have to know the answer in everything, but rather having the right attitude, work ethic, and support system around you to conquer what might otherwise seem like an impossible task. And that's where I'm at. I'm looking for projects I can be passionate about, where I can be of service and make an impact, and create something that has yet to be seen. Thanks so much for watching this video. I look forward to hearing back. Not only do I believe in Apple as a company, but I'm a testament to how their products can impact teachers and students and change the world. Thanks so much for your time.